This is interviews. Let's do it. This is Let's Do It. Interviews with Charles Shambry, Prince Charles, and I'm so happy to have my friend here, Aisha Redmond. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much. Just sitting here, hanging out and enjoying being in a quiet place and being able to get away to talk to the people today. Thank you for having me.
That's true, because she has a lot of kids. That's what she's referring to. She has a lot of kids. Well, I'm so happy she's on the show. She's here to talk about her life, her story, and how she's helping others move from out of debt, rather, moving out of debt and improving their credit. And so that's why she's here, especially for this time during the pandemic, during COVID-19. So we're so glad she's on the show. So how's everything going other than that? Because we know each other through school, right? We've been knowing each other for a long time. Let me tell you, ever since elementary school, we've gone to middle school as well, and also high school. And the only thing we didn't go to school was college. But now we are colleagues now in real life, professional world. When was the last time we met?
I believe last time was probably about a month before the whole pandemic kicked in, but we were at the Junction Ave at SEI, and we were at the Black Business Expo there. We were able to, just be able to talk to our community, informing them and educating them about debt and credit and those different things that really can help with making life run a little bit more smooth.
That was great. That was fun too. Wasn't it fun?
We had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time. It was good. So who is Aisha Redmond? Tell us more about yourself, because I know you, they don't know you. We want to hear more about who you are. So please explain just in a general way who you are, and then we'll go through debt and credit and how you're helping folks during these hard times.
So I am I wear so many hats, right? I am a mother, a wife, I'm an auntie, sister, just kind of everything. I also am a serial entrepreneur, I like to say. I own some brick and mortar businesses, as well as, just some other businesses that are just used to really help to empower folks, be able to educate and really inspire and motivate folks to just be able to live a better life, to be able to capitalize on what they have and what they can do with what they have, offering just hope and inspiration, motivation. It's just a passion of mine to be able to help folks to level up, really, to overcome obstacles, to see where we can, find opportunities in obstacles that we face. And so that would be, in a nutshell, kind of who I am, what I do. I am on a mission to help as many families as I can, just to become financially literate, to be able to pour in to the next generation, to be able to show their children something different than what they had. And I really enjoy doing that every single day.
Good. How'd you get into it, though? How'd you get into helping folks restore their credit and just get out of debt?
So on the debt and credit piece, I've always been an individual that was really focused on health, right? And a lot of times when we talk about health, we think about physical health. And I like to look at health in a holistic way. And so I've always been out here talking about, yes, how we can be healthy physically, spiritually, financially, mentally. And so what things do we need to have in place so that all of the areas of health are well taken care of? And so, financial concepts and literacy was just something that I took a hold to really once I had my first child, I will say. And so probably, maybe about 15 years ago, it started being something that I knew was important. I just didn't know where to start with learning about the different concepts. And so once my son got here, though, and it's been over almost 14 years now, to where I knew that I needed to know something more than what was given to me. And so I took it upon myself to begin educating myself, to be able to tap into my community, tap into resources to find out what do I need to know to be able to go out and empower the masses on these, concepts that really can help with being able to change your financial trajectory at the end of the day.
I like changing the trajectory. What would you say is the main issue with folks, or the common problem that you help people face or get overcome? What's the main issue that you see?
Oh, off top, the main issue is the lack of financial literacy. And knowing that that is such a huge problem, we're here to offer a solution. You know, I'm continuously educating myself, being able to get more resources to give to individuals that I come across, pour into kids, pour into parents, pour into grandparents. It's like whoever's going to listen, I want to give them enough information to where they can begin to advocate for themselves. They can begin to make better decisions. They can find some hope in their hopeless situation, right? Let's just talk about it, right? Let's see where are you right now, and where is it that you want to be, and then let's talk about what this looks like to bridge the gap between the two. So, I mean, that's what I would say is the lack of financial literacy, right? The more you know, the better that you can do. I know that to be a fact. So I am making some different decisions now than I did even 5 years ago because I've educated myself more around the issues of debt and credit.
Great, great. I want to hear some stories though. Let's hear how you've helped someone move out of a bad situation into a better situation.
Absolutely. So there are countless stories that I have, right? And
well, we only have time for just one or two.
Oh, darn. Okay, so let's see. So one of the main things that people really are looking for help with is cleaning up their credit so that they can begin to leverage what good credit can get them. And so whether that's purchasing a home, whether it is purchasing a car, refinancing, you know, getting lower interest rates for things, we have had so many individuals just really be able to level up, to be able to find hope, to be able to find a solution, to be able to identify where the gaps are in their finances so we can get more money on the table that they can then utilize moving forward. And so one of my dear clients, he came to me and he really said, there's probably nothing you can do for me. And again, he just began to unpack his situation. And at the end of the day, he was what we call, credit invisible. And that's a concept that's not really, familiar to many individuals. Basically what that means is he wasn't even on the radar of credit. And so that's just as bad as having bad credit. And so we were able to just go in and start to identify what he had coming in, what he had going out, what he still had to work with. We developed a budget for him so that he was able to get on top of some payments that he needed to get on top of, and he could get back on the credit scale. He was able to then, accumulate, some nice points on his credit profile. He was then able to apply for a credit card. He was able to go to the car lot and get a car. And so, and he was just elated. And so seeing those individuals, hearing those stories really just continues to fill me up to go out and pour out to the individuals that we serve, because I know that once we get an individual to take their situation serious, we know that we can work with it to get them to their end goal.
Kind of closing here, how are you helping people, or what would be some tips, some advice on helping people during this pandemic, this mini recession that we're going through? What are some insights that you can provide the viewers and the listeners today?
One of the main things that I like to share with individuals is just that not to allow the situation that we're in, this pandemic, to leave them hopeless, to leave them feeling like, there's nothing here now, right? They have been laid off. They have their hours that some have been cut in half, but still staying and sticking with a budget. A budget can change, but it's still a picture of exactly what you have coming in, what you have going out. Also leveraging the things that are in place that the government is putting in place. If there are some, bills that could be held off, for a few months, where you can begin to pay on a credit card debt, just little by little, doing the small things to make it to the end goal just keep moving, keep pushing, keep reassessing where you are so that at the end of the day, when this pandemic has died down and opportunities begin to arise, that you are in position to make necessary moves that need to be made. Right now, we're helping individuals to get their credit straight, to get negative items deleted, get inaccurate things removed, so that then their score can increase, and when opportunities start to present themselves, whether that's jobs, whether it's property, whether it's cars, whatever those items may be, but they'll be in position when it's time and won't be scrambling to get ready.
Aisha, thank you for sharing all this great information. How do we stay in contact with you?
Yes, okay. So you can stay in contact with me by, if you like following me on social media. I am on Facebook. You can find me just under my name, Aisha Redmond, as well as Instagram at the Aisha Redmond. And I'm also on LinkedIn under my name, Aisha Redmond. So those platforms, definitely you can, follow if you like, and you can find some information there. We'd love to see it.
Well, thank you, Aisha, for coming to the show. We want to thank you for watching and also listening to the show. For those on the radio, have an awesome, awesome day.